everybody, today we're making puff pastry, vegan, dairy-free chocolate eclairs. So we have puff pastry. Please check when you buy it that it is dairy-free, vegan. We have a packet of dark chocolate. Again, please check that there is no milk in it. We have plant-based double cream for whipping. We have strawberries, and I've chosen to use soya milk, but you can use oat milk, almond milk, whichever milk you like. So with the puff pastry, take your puff pastry, take it out of the fridge at least 10 minutes before you use it, because if not it will crack and crumble when you open it up. Also put your oven on before you start doing it, because you need your oven to warm up. So put your oven on 220 degrees Celsius or gas mark 7. Unroll the pastry, keeping it on the piece of greaseproof paper because we're going to use this for cooking on. Doesn't need any rolling, anything. All you need to do is open the packet and unroll it. So I'm going to cut it first of all in half. So just fold it over gently so you get a rough line of where half is. So you can cut it in half. And again. Again, and then we're going to fold these into 3. So we're going to fold those into 3, and then we're going to cut down, and again we're going to fold those equally into 3. So you see you get the lines, and then you can just follow down. You don't need a sharp knife or anything. So this recipe is going to make 6. So then, just to make it look a little bit more effective, I'm just going to cut the corners round to make it more of a chocolatey eclair shape. If you don't feel that you want to do this, you can just leave them in the oblong with the corners. But I just think it makes it look a little bit better. So just spread them out a little bit. You probably won't get them all on one tray. If you can't get them all on one tray, then you need to cook them in 2 lots, because you can't cook them one above the other in the oven, because the bottom ones won't rise as well as the top ones. So as you can see, I'm just cutting the corners off until you've got all your corners and you've got more of a chocolatey eclair shape. So now all the corners are cut off, take your baking sheet. I won't get them all on, so take a pair of scissors and just cut off the end bit of the baking paper, because those two I'm going to have to cook separately. So then just take your baking tray and slide them on. And just make sure they're all lying nice and flat and that they're not up the sides, and you need just a little bit of a gap between each one so they don't stick together. Then we're going to take just a little bit of milk and a brush, and you're just going to paint the top of each one with a little bit of milk. I say I'm using soya milk, but you can use any plant-based milk you like, and this will just make them nice and golden brown when you take them out of the oven. Then we're going to bake those in the oven on gas mark 7, 220 degrees Celsius for around about 12 minutes. Please make sure you've preheated your oven beforehand. So there we are, they're nice and cooked, nice and golden brown, and like I say, I had to put a couple on an extra tray. So then we're going to take a wire rack, so we're going to leave those to cool. So now we're going to take a bowl, and we're going to take 250 millilitres of plant-based double cream, and we're going to whip it to form stiff peaks. Okay, you can see that it's whisker stiff peaks because you can see the pattern from your whisker. So we're then going to take that and we're going to pop that in a piping bag. So I'm using a disposable piping bag. We're not going to use a nozzle. I'm just going to cut the end off. So we take our vase and we pop our piping bag into our vase or your jar or whatever you've got, just to make it easier to put the cream in. Then taking a big spoon, pop the cream into the piping bag. And then fill the top up. Push it down and twist round, and when we're ready we'll just cut the end off. Then take your strawberries, pick out some nice ones to decorate it with. I'm going to decorate it with quarters, so I'm going to find large ones to decorate it with. So obviously we've got 6 puddings, 6 chocolate eclairs, so we need 6. So I'm going to leave the green bit on the top because I think it looks quite nice, and we're going to cut the 6 into quarters and set them aside there for decorating the tops with. Then take the rest of your strawberries, and we're going to cut the top off, and we're going to slice them to pop inside with the cream. Take your chocolate and break it up, pop it in a bowl. I've got it in quite a large bowl because I want to be able to dip my chocolate eclair in to cover it with chocolate. So first of all, we're going to melt the chocolate, then we're going to warm the milk up, and we're going to mix the two together. So it will take around about 45 seconds to a minute to melt this chocolate. Okay, so we're going to take 3 tablespoons of soya milk, and we're going to pop it in the microwave till it's hot, boiling hot, and then we're going to mix it with the melted chocolate so that the chocolate doesn't set hard. So here's our melted chocolate, and here's our milk. This was bubbling in the microwave so that you know it's nice and hot. If you don't have it nice and hot, then when you add the two together they won't mix and the chocolate will go into like a hard paste. So we just mix this together to make a chocolate topping for the eclair. And it just means that then your chocolate won't set rock solid hard. So we're now ready to decorate our eclairs. So take one of your flat eclairs that we leaned on a little bit. We're going to put 2 or 3 strawberries, about 5 strawberries on the bottom. Then we're going to take our cream and we're going to pipe some cream on top of the strawberries. Then take one of your tops, and in the bowl of chocolate, dip your top in the chocolate like so. Hold it up, let it drain a little bit. Pop it on top of your chocolate eclair, and then taking some of the quarters that we did with the greenery on them, take 2 quarters and pop them on top, just like that.